It's all too easy to drift through life on autopilot, nodding along, giving the appearance of attentiveness while our minds wander miles away. We've all been there, listening without truly hearing, present without fully engaging. And if we're honest, sometimes our spiritual lives mirror this pattern. We may attend church, sing the songs, and listen to Sunday's sermon, but are we genuinely attached to Jesus? Or are we merely occupying a seat while our hearts and our minds are far from him? In John chapter 15 from this past week's sermon, verses 4 through 5, Jesus says, "Remain in me and I also remain in you. No branch can bear fruit by itself. It must remain in the vine." This isn't a call to just show up, if you will. It's an invitation to attach our lives so closely to Jesus that his life begins to flow through us. So here's some practical steps for you all this week. Number one is cultivate moments of stillness and intentionality. In our hectic lives, we often race from one obligation to the next obligation, and scarcely do we get the time to even pause and catch our breath. Yet true attachment to Jesus says we slow down and we deliberately carve out sacred spaces and times for him. Imagine set aside tranquil moments each day, a pause in the chaos to invite Jesus into our thoughts, invite him into our tasks, into our very being. This isn't just about adding another item to your to-do list. It's about infusing your day with his presence, allowing his peace to wash over you, and honestly to recalibrate your soul and being intentional with making those times. And number two is see Jesus in the everyday and invite him in. Jesus belongs to every part of our lives, not just the moments that we label spiritual. It's great to have intentional times to connect like we do with our spouses, but to live life with one another. Begin to see him in the everyday activities. When you're washing dishes, consider how he cleanses and renews you. As you drive to work, envision Jesus sitting right there beside you, sharing in your joys and worries. Turn ordinary moments into moments of connection with your vine. Look for his handiwork all throughout the day, the beauty of nature, the kindness of others, or the moments of joy we experience with watching our kids. By weaving him into the fabric of our daily routines, we transform the ordinary into the extraordinary. His constant presence brings unparalleled peace and purpose, no matter where you are and no matter what you're doing. And so your engagement question for the day. What are some of the moments that you've intentionally created or maybe added into your routine or schedule to slow down and to spend that intentional time with Jesus? Perhaps it's during your morning coffee, a quiet moment before bed, or maybe it's during your commute to work. We'd love for you to share with us over on the Church Center app of how you create intentional spaces to connect with our vine.